edition of the Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray, your host. We have a powerful segment today as we do Hulk Hogan, the wrestling phenom of many, many years ago, has died. We're going to touch on what we can learn from his life. As some of you may know, I recently upgraded my phone and I'm learning lessons through the upgrade process. Interesting headline today that Tesla's stock and Tesla's having some challenges, but it's beyond the politics that you may think it is. So welcome to a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon. Get to know me better at zoneofgenius.com, zoneofgenius.com. Make sure you sign up right now so you don't miss out on all the insights and juicy tidbits that we share every single day, give or take. And definitely sign up for our YouTube channel at Zone of Genius. Yes. Are you ready? Well, I sure am. Welcome to a brand new edition of The Rundown with Ramon. Hey, and we're back. Brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon for you today, brought to you by our friends at Bitdefender Small Business Security. When you go to sleep at night, you lock the door of your house, and probably throughout the day as you go in and out of your home. When you leave your car and go into the grocery store, go to have a cup of coffee with your girlfriend, go to talk to your guys and talk about whatever y'all talk about, you do, boop, lock your car door. Well, don't you want your business assets to be just as secure? Malware's on the rise. Hackers want not just big companies, they want small business owners too. Hacking is just a doorstep away. Getting a clicking on malware is just a click away. Get better security. I use Bitdefender Small Business, and you should as well. Go to bitdefender.com right now, bitdefender.com right now, and click on the small business section. So let's get with it today. Topic number one, ding, 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 ding. Hulk Hogan has died. I should have more data about this and more insights about this, how long his career was and all those kind of things. I didn't do that research quite yet, but I'll do it. But Hulk Hogan was this amazing wrestling phenom, and I wanted to touch into lessons we can learn from his professional wrestling career, putting aside the politics and all those things in recent days, whether you liked him or didn't like him, thought he was a fraud or not, and all those things. But talking about his impact on wrestling, I am not a wrestling watcher. Can watch some MMA every now and then. But what I think is interesting about Hulk Hogan and what we can learn from it, that's more important. What can we learn from Hulk Hogan and learn from him and our businesses as we seek to build our personal brands and more, as we seek to get attention for our brands, as I talk about in the Celebrity CEO. By the way, if you don't have a copy of the Celebrity CEO, you need to get your own copy. Go to Amazon right now and just purchase Celebrity CEO by Ramon Ray. You should get that book and a couple copies of it. But here's what we can learn from Hulk Hogan. One, he was different. And that's what all the wrestlers in professional wrestling, entertainment wrestling, they seek to do. They have their names and monikers and how they have their costumes on and all that. And he led with this, his iconic glasses, his beard, right? The U-shaped upside down U mustache and all those things, how he dressed, how he talked, his deep-throated voice and the bravado. He brought World Wrestling Federation, WWF or WWE, forget what it was. I guess he was in large part brought it to life. He was a character. He grabbed attention for his brand. They needed him on the field, on the court, on the mat. The unique way he spoke, he brought attention. He was part of the brand like Michael Jordan was to basketball. Hulk Hogan, in my opinion, has been to wrestling. He was bigger than life, this gregarious, big, huge man, yes, physically, but also huge in his branding. Huge in his branding. He was a character. Many of us don't even know his real name. Yeah, his real name, you can just look it up. I forgot what it was. But everybody refers to him as the Hulk or Hulk Hogan. Not the Hulk, that's the Incredible Hulk, but Hulk Hogan. So my question to you for your business, is it time for you to do more for your brand Is it time for you to stop hiding and being this timid little mouse about what you do and how you do it and leverage the power, lessons learned from Hulk Hogan, or pick who you want if you don't like him. But don't lose the gem of this moment. It's how do we be different? How do we call attention to what we're doing? This is so important to do, because if we don't do this, I dare say it might be hard to build a sustainable and growing business. Hulk Hogan did it, and we can do it too. There are so many gems we can learn from the life of somebody who had this gregarious character. There were other wrestlers. There's dozens and dozens, hundreds of other wrestlers in the World Wrestling Federation. Forgive me, WWF, WWE. You get my point. Dozens and dozens of wrestlers. But it was him and others who stood at Andre the Giant and others back in, I guess this would be the 80s, right? Or 90s, whatever time frame that was, who made a difference, who we saw. Many of us may not even cared about wrestling, didn't know about wrestling, didn't know how it worked, but we saw the characters. And my point, whether you're a lawyer, an accountant, whether you're a website designer, whether you're a massage therapist, whether you're a regular therapist who helps people, and a mental therapist, maybe you clean carpets, maybe you're a business consultant, business coach, an author, a speaker, whatever you're doing, what are you doing to pop and be different to shine the light on how you're doing and what you're doing about it? How do you make attention? How do you get attention for your business so people see who you are and what you're doing and want to be attracted to it? This is key. If you can do this, if you can get attention to your brand, it will be a game changer. Many of us want the sales, but we're not willing to get the attention for the brand first. And as you get the attention for your brand first, again, we talk about this on Celebrity CEO, in the Celebrity CEO, as you get attention for your brand, then you go forward to build trust. And as you build trust and people know, like, and trust you, then you go forward and make the sale. My name is Ramon Ray, zoneofgenius.com publisher, talking today about the life of Hulk Hogan. Let me rephrase that, not the life of Hulk Hogan, but what we can learn from him being a genius brander in wrestling. And you can do the same. This doesn't mean you have to be loud or gregarious or crazy. You can show up as you are, but some way you must showcase how you're different. Some way you must showcase what you're doing different, how you're showing up different. Somehow you must showcase this. This is key. And if you don't have a way to do that, get help doing it. Get somebody to help you. My good friend Kim Walsh Phillip, look her up. Ashley Kirkwood, look her up. Andy Henriquez, look them up. These are people who can help you build your brand. Glenn Rudin, these are people who can help you. But it's so important to think about how can you be different, how can you show up different, and how can you build a better brand and build different. Again, everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. Don't forget, go to zoneofgenius.com, sign up so you don't miss out. Hey, Alexandria Nicole, glad you're here today. I hope these tips are useful and I'm making some sense. See Alexandria Nicole, for that matter, business coach extraordinaire. She does things like this too. Welcome again to a brand new episode of The Rundown with Ramon. So, Ramon Ray upgraded his phone. This phone right here is my upgraded phone, and I got so many things, so many lessons learned from the upgrade. Caden, glad you're here today. The Vit Factor, thanks for being here, Caden Vittorini. Glad you're here, my friend. So I upgraded my phone. A lot of lessons to be learned in upgrading my phone, and here's what I learned. Upgrading the phone took time. It was painful. It was not easy. It's taken about 2 days to get the full migration, full upgrade, but it was necessary. My question to you today: when will you stop playing around and stop being the diminished, diminutive person that you should be? And when will you work on upgrading your life? When will you work on upgrading who you are? As I shared before, I had to upgrade my phone because I was tired of having to charge the battery over and over and over again throughout the day. I fly around the world, take Ubers all over the place on stages around the world, and I was saying, this is just too much. It's a first world problem, but me having to carry a charger, afraid that my phone battery would die, using my phone for worship during church. We have an app. Having scripts on my phone from time to time, taking video from time to time, and just getting in an Uber and realizing, or getting on a flight and realizing, ooh, I only have 12% battery power, fearful that the battery's going to die before I can get on the plane and show my boarding pass. So I bought a new phone. Now, I must say, I'm glad I did it, but here's the thing. Don't think that the upgrade, don't think that the migration, don't think that working with people like Alexandria Nicole to change your business, change your life, to get the mental clarity you need is going to be easy. It's not. You know how long it took me to upgrade WhatsApp? I had to back it up. I had to transfer data. It took a while. Took hours and hours because I have a lot of data. And don't forget, you've been going the way you've been going. You have a lot of junk in your life that may need to be shedded. A lot of junk in your life that may need to be changed. A lot of junk in your life that may need to be tweaked. And that's not an easy process to do. But I learned this lesson from the simple upgrade of my phone, and you will have to go through this and learn this as well as you seek to determine, is the status that you're at now, the status that you're in today, is that status worth changing? Is where you could be worth the change? I have to go through this on a regular basis. Now, you don't want to always be changing, because that means something's incredibly wrong. But asking yourself, is it time for a change? It may be a small tweak you need to do. It may be big. Let me tell you a secret about my own marriage. I've been married for 31 years, going on 32 years. I have a wonderful, 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 beautiful wife. Her name is Ronnie. And I've had to increasingly evolve to be a better husband and realize she's not the problem in the marriage. It's me. I have a good woman. I've had to change. I've had to upgrade my thinking, upgrade my mindset. Most of the upgrades we need to do are not physical. Sometimes it is. But even I did a story about Lizzo, about her weight loss transformation. It was her mindset. It was her mindset. She was proud of being the size she was. Proud, I guess many people call it, we're curvy and all these kind of things. But that's simply unhealthy. It's unhealthy. These are facts. And she said, I have to make a difference in how I'm eating, and I have to move my body. I have to walk. All these kind of things, she made a difference. It is a process, Alexandria Nicole. That's exactly right. Mindset shifts. So I learned this lesson in upgrading my phone. I'm so glad I did. Had to buy a separate case for it because it's a different form factor. Had to get a dongle for it because there's no headphone jack in it, which I really like and use. But I had to make some changes even beyond the change I thought. And sometimes you have to do that. Is it time to be around new people? Time to let people go? Time to tell people, I will no longer talk this way. Time to tell people, we cannot hang out like this. Time to tell people, I no longer do that. If you wish to do that, that's fine. God bless you, but I'm not going to do that. Is it time for you to begin to say something to somebody? Then you say, let me stop, because my mindset needs to shift. Again, everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. Check me out at zoneofgenius.com, zoneofgenius.com. Sign up right now. Go to zoneofgenius.com and sign up so you do not miss out. Welcome again to a brand new edition of The Rundown with Ramon. Ding, 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 ding. Tesla stocks are going down, but an interesting headline knocked out today. It's not necessarily because of politics. Yes, Tesla's been a high-flying stock, and due to some acrimony that Elon Musk himself has caused, there was some externation in the brand and a blip of, demonstration and things. But what this article is saying, that maybe it's because the fleet is old, because the fleet is tired, because the cheaper type of car is not available anymore. There's other competing products, Rivian, right? And I think Volkswagen and Volvo and Cadillac and other brands all now have electrical vehicles or hybrid vehicles. The choice, the market is different. So are you refreshing your brand? Are you refreshing your brand, and are you doing the things you need to do to keep getting attention for your brand? Tesla, the article said, you think is an Elon Musk issue. And I know half of you are like, oh, we don't like Tesla. We don't like Elon Musk. Yeah, that's fine. But maybe that's not the full reason why Tesla's having challenges, says this article. Maybe part of the reason is that the brand is just old and tired. Ask yourself this: is your brand old? Is your brand tired? Is your brand old? Is your brand tired? And does it need a refreshment? Does it need a change? Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray, publisher of zoneofgenius.com. Definitely want a big thanks to our premier sponsor, Bitdefender, for making this entire episode possible. When you go to bed at night, when you go in your home, you click, lock the door. When you leave your car, boop, 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 you lock the car door. What about your business? Malware is just a click away. Click, when everything is gone. Ransomware is just, boop, a click away and everything is gone. A hacker hacking into your data, stealing your customer data, or erasing it is just click, a click away. Make sure your business is secure. My name is Ramon Ray. Check out Bitdefender Small Business, Bitdefender Small Business, to make sure you are more secure. Bitdefender Small Business. Join me live in Las Vegas at the Entrepreneur Scale Up event. I'll be there hosting the event. Go to entrepreneurlevelup.com, entrepreneurlevelup.com, and check it out, entrepreneurlevelup.com. Join me live. And if you're looking for an amazing speaker to host your next event, to speak at your next event, why don't you consider having me? Check this little clip out.
Does anybody here have a strong why that you wake up and know, I can't afford to fail? I can't, because people are counting on me. Anybody with me? Okay. So this is when I wake up every day, people ask me, Ramon, what drives you? Ramon, what drives you? Eating?
Well, there we go. A little small clip showing you Ramon Ray. But again, you can check that out at RamonRay.com, RamonRay.com. But the main thing I want you to do, zoneofgenius.com, so you don't miss out. My name is Ramon Ray. I'm getting ready to go live on Clubhouse for my show with Scott Simons. Join me there, Breakfast with Champions on Clubhouse. Thank you for being here on The Rundown with Ramon, and I hope this insight today was useful for you. Be blessed. And Alexandra Nicole, before I shut off, I love it. That's an incredible question to ask ourselves. Is our brand old and tired? Accountability and awareness requires an emotional separation and objective observance. Woo! That is fire, Alexandra Nicole, the co-host with the most. I appreciate you being here. Join me next time on the next Rundown with Ramon. Be blessed. See you next time.